Hello, my friend. This is Clyde. And we are going to continue our great conversation with the sheep who is telling us his personal story. And his story he calls Living My Best Life. This is part three of that story that is built around one verse from the Bible. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. Well, let's hear what the sheep has to say today. So he's telling us that there are times in his relationship with this great shepherd that they walk through some treacherous experiences. They go through some life threatening places. They find themselves in a place that the sheep calls the valley of the shadow of death, where it is literally a life and death situation, where there are times when the sheep doesn't think that they will make it. And yet, here's what the sheep says. During those times, they are not frequent, but during those times when I see my life flashing in front of me and death seems imminent, I am not fearful. What? No, he says, I am not fearful because the shepherd, this great shepherd who is there with me, he has a rod and he has a staff. They protect, they comfort, they secure me. No, even though I am facing death, calamity, disaster, I am looking at them and I'm just one breath away from them. I am at peace. I don't fear. I don't worry because the shepherd, can I tell you that this shepherd, he is so good. When I tell you that I'm living my best life, you want to live a life where when you face disaster, you can be at peace, that there is no fear in you because the shepherd is in control. And so now the sheep gets to that place where, a most unsheeply statement is made. He says, the good shepherd prepares, creates, sets up a table before him, the sheep, in the presence of his enemies, those enemies that are out to steal, kill, and destroy him, those enemies that come into the sheep's fold over the fence, not through the gate, those enemies that I don't want to have anything to do with, but they are on a mission of destruction. And the shepherd so audaciously sets before me a table filled with all kinds of goodies, all kinds of provisions. I call that overflow. And he is sending a message to the enemies that listen, you can't touch my sheep. You cannot touch my sheep. And then my shepherd anoints me with oil. You know why he does that? Because there are some pests, some little miserable experiences that come and try to harm and try to work their way into my life, some circumstances, and he anoints me in a way to protect me from those things. And so the sheep comes to what he considers a conclusion. He has been talking about living his best life. He says, listen, when I think about everything that I have told you, all I can say is that the goodness of the shepherd and the mercy of the shepherd, they follow me everywhere that I go, all the days of my life. When I'm out in the pastures, when I'm going through the valley of the shadow of death, when I'm walking by the still waters, oh my goodness, his goodness and his mercy are always with me. So catch this last thing that the sheep says. When I look at my life, what it used to be before I met this shepherd, and when I look at my life since I have met the shepherd, listen, my friend, I would be foolish, crazy to walk away from this. So here is my decision. My decision is that I will dwell in the house of the shepherd forever. I am not going away. I am not leaving. I am not returning to my old life, because this shepherd, what he has done for me and what he continues to do for me, I am not a fool. I am staying with him for the rest of my life. I wonder if the shepherd's message is something that you need to hear, that you need to find this shepherd who loves you and who cares for you and who wants to do for you what he has done for this sheep. My friend, check it out. Check it out. God bless you.